Hi guys, I'm SushiBrownie and we are in the presence of Mr. Sam Brillo. Mr. Sam, can you introduce
Hi.
yourself?
Para akong student ulit. Okay, hi guys. My name is Sam. Um, I am currently working as faculty uh, at the Pamantasan ng Lungsod na Maynila, College of
Mm.
Science, Biology Department or Biological Sciences Department. Fun fact, dun din ako graduate back 2017.
Mm.
So, yung mga co-faculty ko ngayon doon, those were my previous professors din na
Oh,
nagturo ng mga subjects sa biology. Yeah, ayun. And then also I'm a licensed financial advisor din. And
oh, okay.
yeah, part-time tutor sa isang online website.
Oh, that's good,
Mm,
sir. Also,
yun.
there you have a lot of responsibilities,
Yes.
as a teacher, as a tutor, and as a financial advisor.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So how do you cope with that, sir? With that responsibilities, do you have any coping mechanisms for that, for the stress?
Oh, of course, marami. And depende
Mm.
naman sa tao paano nila i-handle yung stress, right?
Mm.
Stress is inevitable. Uh,
Yes.
and just like before, nung nagtuturo pa ako sa FEU Alabang,
Mhm.
pakisensor, na joke lang. Ayun, so, uh, ayun, ever since naman na nag-work ako and even as a student, I don't want the stress to engulf me 100%. So
Mhm.
the simplest way, of course, listening to music, my
Okay.
favorite genre of music, pop, disco, reggae, and jazz.
Okay.
Yun yung main favorite genre of music ko. And
Music
also
is your
rock
comfort.
music, pero pili lang. Yes, comfort. And kapag may earphones stuck na sa ears ko,
Mhm.
ayan na siya. And then di ko mamamalayan na na may feeling gets better. And then
Okay.
susunod na 'yon. After that, kung ano yung maisip kong gawin to alleviate my stress, ayan. And
Okay.
it's effective. And also I sometimes divert my attention into something na either productive or gets my mind, you know, forget temporarily
Stimulating.
yung kailangang gawin and distress.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Sana
Uh,
ganun.
for those who doesn't know, Mr. Sam Brillo was my biology teacher during grade 11 in FU Alabang. So, sir,
Mm-mm.
what would you say would be your experience in the school, like in teaching other students?
Yeah, teaching. Yes. Okay. At this early age, kailan ba ako
Mm-hmm.
nag-start mag-work sa FEU? 2018. So I was 2018. I think I was 20 years old that time.
Mm.
And some of you, ang age gap lang ay 1, 2 years.
To
Yung
two
iba
years,
naman
yes.
ay, yeah, yung iba naman ka-age ko lang. But it doesn't bother me at all. Kasi nga,
Mm.
my work there is to educate these
Yes.
minds, no? These
Yes.
young minds. Okay. And when it comes to teaching, of course, by the way, I don't have like formal education background like yung mga pedagogy kasi hindi naman ako education major.
Mhm.
BS Biology ang course ko. So it's more of uh, the scientific part and the research part of being a BS Bio major.
Okay.
So, yung teaching in my case, it just came naturally. Kasi nung bata ko, mahilig ako maglaro ng mga teacher-teacheran, yung ganyan.
Okay.
Tapos hanggang sa dumating yung time na na-apply ko siya sa school nung student pa ako, kapag may reporting, I most of the time I volunteer myself na mag-report kasi 'di
Okay.
ba kapag groupings sometimes group reporting, 'di ba? Yung iba nahiya mag-report. Yung ako I
You step up.
sometimes or most of the time, yeah, I volunteer myself to present for the group na ako yung magre-report. And then kapag ginagawa ko siya na enhance or napapractice yung
Yes.
speaking ko, yung the way I deliver ideas, deliver lectures, ganyan. And dumating yung college na ganun din kapag may mga presentations, and especially nung thesis time sa
Mhm.
PLM, nung student ako, thesis, individual kami.
Oh.
So, hindi siya group thesis. So, karga mo lahat. Simula writing, introduction, up until data gathering, analysis, and everything. Everything talaga, solo mo. So, hindi ako nahirapan. Hindi ako masyado na pressure kasi nga, I myself, na-practice ko na kapag
Mm.
wala nang makasama, wala nang tumutulong sa'yo, you have to depend on yourself. Okay, so
Yes.
nung thesis defense, hindi rin ako masyadong na-pressure. Although may part of me na nervous, but it keeps my head and toes in place. So, uh, yung thesis defense na ano ko lang, na para lang ako nagtuturo na this is how I did, this is how I went through, this is the conclusion, yan. So, ngayon sa teaching, ano lang ako, yung natural way of delivering the ideas, and I make sure na the student can relate. And
Yes.
I always pack them with analogy, real life analogy, kasi
Yeah.
importante na nagiging nakaka-relate yung student, not just in
Yes.
your level,
Yes.
but
Yung
also
merong
in,
application in life.
yeah, application. And yun nga, through analogy, through say mga, ayoko naman sabihin na jokes, but relatable ideas that we
Yes.
can somehow see the humor, no?
Yes.
Nagiging humorous ang discussion. Hindi
Yes.
nagiging mahirap yung absorption ng lesson. So in that
Yes.
case, I am pretty confident that the students can get what I say. But sometimes if they don't get it, malalaman mo minsan sa performance, sa quizzes, sa binibigay na
Mhm.
assignment. Okay, so dun napapasok yung intervention. But there are different types of intervention. So maybe we can just put it someplace na lang.
Okay, okay.
Ayun. Mm.
Okay.
Yun.
Yes sir, just like you said earlier, yung
Mm.
if my humor dun sa teaching, I believe that
Yes.
with with information combined with emotion, it becomes a long-term memory. And with your
Oo.
humor,
Mm.
while teaching the subject, it becomes more
Mm.
entertaining to learn it. So, yung mga
Exactly.
tinuturo mo po, mas natatandaan namin.
Mm. I really hope so.
Yeah, kaya I'm
Ayun.
thankful for that, sir.
Mm. Thank you very much din. Kasi on top of that, di rin ako strict like 100% of all the time. Like I don't want to show myself na I am a terror teacher. Like I just do it for sometimes shock lang, shock effect. Pero I don't want to see the students na ganito sir, ayoko diyan kasi wala sa hulog yung pagiging strict. And yun nga, bilang educator, you have to be firm sometimes. You have to make sure that you ground yourself sa yung ideals and values, and also yung
Yes.
rules. Okay, not just the school rules, of course your own rules.
Personal
So
rules. Mm.
when it when it comes to that discipline, marami namang ways how to instill the discipline. Ayun nga lang. Kapag tinanong, strict ka ba? Ganito, terror ka ba? I don't want to say yes, but when it is needed, lalabas na lang yun. And ayokong ilabas yun as much as possible. Because I have ayokong sabing issues. I have temper level na ayokong dumating sa point na yun because I can do anything na,
Mm.
na baka makaset ako sa borderline, but hindi ko naman hinahayaan na masira yung integrity,
Yes.
whatever
Mm.
there is na kailangang i-preserve, diba?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay. Sir, so as you said earlier, you're a biology major, right?
Mm-mm.
So what made you took biology as a major? Parang ano po yung
Uh,
source kung bakit?
oh, that's a good question. Actually, ever since na nag-aral ako, I was fascinated by stuff in science. Kaya lang nagkaroon ng S kasi yung susunod the word is science. So, stuff in science. Ayun, I was amazed, fascinated na, okay, this is, parang nakita ko compare mo yung ibang subjects, lalo na nung bata tayo, English, Math, Social
Mm.
Studies, parang mas mas drawn ako into science. So, although yung science and in general pa, may physics, may chemistry, may
Okay.
astronomy, may general, may earth science, may general science. Ang pinaka nakapag, sa akin, spark ng
Mhm.
passion is yung biology. That was
Biology.
second year, that was second year high school. In your case, sa K to 12, second year high school is grade 8.
Grade
So,
8,
nung grade 8
yes.
ako, grade 8, pero second year high school, I had this teacher, biology teacher na parang alam mo yun, parang ang cool niya na yung dapat kong matutunan sa biology is na-exceed because of her
Hmm,
ways, her pedagogy. So, and also, meron siyang ways talaga na nakakapag-enhance ng passion ko, just not just in teaching but also in biology, kasi may times na may reporting pero hindi mo feel na nagre-report ka because you are free to do anything you want. Ang pinaka-importante, you deliver the lesson to your
yes.
classmates.
The
So
message, yes.
my teacher allowed us and motivated us to do our thing, na hindi siya yung generic na reporting na ganito, ganyan. Meron kaming bilang syempre nasa star section, section 1, parang ang taas ng expectation sa amin. So I live up to it. So ang ginawa ko, ano kaya ang mga unique ways to deliver these lessons in biology.
Okay.
So at the same time, hindi lang ako napapractice, I also learn. Kasi naalala ko noon ang topic about viruses, about organ systems, ecology, taxonomy, ganyan-ganyan. So, may times na yung teacher ko, ayaw na niya magturo kasi gusto niya kami yung magturo sa classmates
Tuturo,
namin. So, she picked students, and then I volunteered, and then, ayun na, hanggang sa tuloy-tuloy na, hanggang sa matapos yung school year na I think ako yung pinakamaraming na report sa lahat kasi
Okay.
parang okay, I volunteer na ituro ito na lang ma'am, ganyan ganyan. So ayun.
Mm.
And and also field of biology, parang parang it really resonates my personality. And yung specific part ng biology is yung botany and systematics. Yun yung pinaka na ko, parang dun yung forte ko, I think, or parang yun yung passion ko in terms of the fields of biology, plants,
Yung
taxonomy,
botany. Oh,
ayan.
yes. Okay. Yeah, I
Mm-mm,
remember nga,
yun.
sir, you know the scientific names of a lot of plants. Every time we discuss, you
I think.
know it.
Mm.
Ayun.
Oo. Parang it comes naturally lang talaga. Parang,
Yeah.
kasi meron akong subject nung college, plant systematics. Isang buong semester yon. So,
Mhm.
bukod sa fundamentals of systematics, of course, we are encouraged to memorize a lot of taxon names, scientific names. So, ang ginagawa ko dati, kapag umuwi, pumapasok sa school, may nadadaan na akong plant. Nire-recite ko,
Mm.
minsan with my friends or alone, in my mind. So, pag nakita ko to santan, hindi to santan. This is Ixora chinensis. May ganyan. So, yung nakita ko
Okay,
sampagita,
okay.
that's not sampagita. Ganyan. So, yung technique ko na yun, parang kapag di ko alam yung name ng plant, inaalam ko. I use
Okay,
ways
okay.
to determine the name of the plant, yung ganyan. And then starting kapag alam ko na siya, I practice na I call it in their scientific name. Kasi may times talaga na ang weird, hindi ko alam yung common name pero alam ko yung, yung scientific name. So pag
Okay.
may nagtatanong, common people, anong pangalan nito? Ganyan, ganyan. That's ganito, ganyan. Sabi,
Mm.
ano yun? Sabi ko, hindi ko rin alam yung kung ano. Pero
Okay,
minsan lang
okay.
naman. Pero
Mm.
ayun nga, bilang biologist, it's our responsibility na to encourage common people na uh, uh, ayun nga, the scientific information has to be included then in everyday life.
Mhm.
Kasi parang ano yun, parang alam mo yun, parang um, it enhances our thinking
Thinking?
and it
Ah,
enhances our level of awareness. Ganyan.
okay, okay, okay. So sir, based on
Ayan.
my ano, sa pagkakaintindi ko, you're more of a kinesthetic
Mm,
learner because whenever opportunity to present comes, you take the initiative to present. And whenever you see a
mm,
plant, you apply the lessons that you have learned sa ano, kung ano siya, kung
mm,
ano yung name niya. So, you learn
mm,
by applying the things that you learned para mas ano, para mas
mm,
matandaan mo siya.
mm. Parang ganun nga.
Okay,
Pero
okay.
actually, I can't, actually, ko nga lang nagsabi sa akin ng, uy, you are a kinesthetic learner. Parang
Mhm.
sabi ko, parang ganun na. Pero I myself, parang hindi ko naisip kung anong klaseng or
Learner.
what specific learner type I am.
Mhm.
Kasi parang ang dami kasing ways to learn. Depende rin sa kailangan mong malaman.
Yes,
So kung ano
yes.
yung pinaka-best fit sa akin, yun yung ginagawa ko. So based on your perception, I think I agree on that. And when it comes to this idea, kinesthetic learning talaga is one of my best pick
Yeah.
when learning something.
Okay,
Mm.
okay. Sir,
Mm.
what do you miss the most about being a student now that you're teaching?
A student. Actually, marami. Of course, after I graduated bachelor's, after a
Mhm.
year, nag-start ako mag-masters. Although sa
Oh,
master's
okay.
program ko, konti lang yung classmate ko. And may time na sa isang subject, dalawa lang kami na
Oh,
naka-enroll.
uh,
So, but yung social aspect of learning, parang medyo reduced. So,
yes.
uh, yung usual personality and attitude ko when it comes to the school setup, being the student, is medyo ano talaga, reduced. Kasi nga, kaming dalawa lang. And knowing na meron na kaming parehas na degree, so, and we also work in the academy. Parang ano na, may pagka-professional na rin yung approach namin from to my classmate and to my professor then. Pero nung college, high school days, what kind of student I am if you ask? Ano na, parang ayaw ko naman sabihin na I steal the spotlight whenever needed. Pero ano lang, parang if there is an opportunity to shine,
Yeah.
ayan, if I know that I can excel on that way, I grab and then I apply that to anything na pwedeng magamit yung experience na yun. Tapos
Yeah.
also when it comes to studying, wala akong specific na habit na parang strict habit. Kumbaga
Yeah.
kapag kailangan mag-aral, mag-aaral. Ayan, aral,
Mm.
aral.
Adaptable learning system lang.
Ganun lang. And I don't want to pressure myself na iisagad yung utak ko dun sa concepts na ano. Parang take it lightly, take it easy.
Yeah.
Para kang nagbi-binge snack. 'Di ba?
Mm.
Kasi may time na, for example, sa isang subject, medyo mahirap na yung subject. Pinilit ko mag-aral talaga. Parang I devote uh, hours of the day. And at the end of the day, yung 100% na kailangan mong matutunan, nasa 40 lang. So,
Mm.
hindi siya effective. Parang, I have to find my way to get there, to get to the at least 90%. No? So,
Yes.
ang ginagawa ko, instead of, isang bagsakan, pag may time lang, and I feel like it, kapag nakuha ko yung momentum ko, yun kasi yung key doon eh. In my experience, the key is to find the momentum. Kasi kapag pinilit mo and hindi ka ready, hindi ka kahit anong pilit mo, hindi papasok sa brain, hindi siya magpa-process. So nagawa ko, find my momentum, and then when it kapag nandiyan yung momentum, ayan na. And then para na siyang ballistic na ano na siya, ano na siya, directly proportional na, and exponential na yung ano niya, yung rate of learning.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Okay.
ganun. Oo.
Okay.
Pero hindi rin
Uh,
ako perfect na student, of course.
yes.
Oo.
And one thing that I learned, sir, is the Pomodoro Technique when it comes to studying. It's like you're going to study
Mm-mm.
for 30 minutes or 25 minutes and then you're going to take a break for a while to rest your brain.
Mm-mm.
Parang ganun. Kasi I
Mm-mm.
guess most students study straight for hours and there's no brain breaks. And I believe that
Mm-mm.
taking a break in studying, short breaks lang, is essential to rest the
Mm-mm.
brain. 'Di ba?
Mm-mm. Tama yun. Mm-mm. Tama yun na you have to really rest in between. Parang physical workout lang din yan. Na if you want to gain mass or
Mhm.
muscles, you really need to rest in between reps. Okay? Hindi mo
Yes.
kailangan i-push ng i-push. Kasi hindi lang muscle ang minu-workout mo, kundi yung heart and mind.
Yes.
No, kapag hindi ka focus, kapag ganun ka lang, walang variation, walang growth. So, yung sinabi mo kanina, Pomodoro Technique, actually I tried that once.
Mhm.
Bilang hindi naman sa study, but for productivity, kasi nga working,
Yes.
in teaching, di ba? I used that once. Pero to tell you honestly, may iba tayong yun nga, may iba-iba tayong parang technique how to be
Yes.
productive. And yung
Yes.
Pomodoro technique, parang it's sa akin, perspective ko lang nun, parang
Yes, yes,
hindi
yes.
siya hindi siya
Effective.
kasi parang mm, yeah, pwedeng hindi siya effective kasi parang magse-set ako ng time, tapos parang parang paulit-ulit na every
Okay.
25 minutes. So
Okay.
medyo nadi-distract din ako.
Ah,
So
yes, okay.
So, ang ginagawa ko talaga, ang technique ko, instead, so nung na-realize ko na hindi para sa akin yung Pomodoro technique, I stick to my, talaga, my classic way of
Okay,
being
okay.
productive is just, and that is to find my momentum and to
Okay.
know my limit. Kasi kahit nasa momentum ka,
There will be a
kapag
limit.
na, oo, kapag hindi mo ni-respect yung limit mo in terms of productivity, bigla kang babagsak. And
Yes.
domino effect na yan, parang mamaya hindi ka na gaganahan ulit mag-work, tatamarin ka na in next few days. Nangyari din sa akin yun na I didn't respect my productivity limit. So, ang
Okay.
consequence nun, hindi ako naging productive, parang tinamal ako for not just a few days but weeks. Parang
Oh,
I
yeah.
am so
I
drained.
get
Pero
it.
yun nga, that is stress. So applying the law of, I don't want to say law, but applying the concept of adaptation and survival, 'di ba?
Mhm.
In biology. You have to adapt and survive, 'di ba?
Yes.
And you don't want to perish
Yes,
yourself.
yes.
You don't want to lose. So, yun pa rin. Kailangan mo pa rin hanapin, you go back on your track
Yes,
para
yes.
mag-proceed ka sa kailangan mong goal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sir,
Mm-mm.
going back to the Pomodoro, based on my personal experience, the
Mm-mm.
25 and 5 minute break didn't really
Mm-mm.
work on me also at the first.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So I chose to adapt then. And then what I
Mm-mm.
did is that I set an alarm for 50 minutes and then
Yes.
taking a break for 10 because when I work, I tend to focus for a lot longer. So
Mm-mm.
I did it with 50 minutes. So
Okay.
ayun, so I adapted. So I guess it's effective
So,
for me.
parang nakita ko dyan, parang you personalized your your own technique. Pero
Yes.
Pomodoro pa rin, right?
Yes.
So instead of 25, medyo matagal. Para nga marami kang
Yes.
magawa in
Yes.
one rep. Parang
Mm-mm.
workout in one rep.
Yes.
Ayun, magandang. I'll try that next time.
Okay.
So, pero what really works for me talaga is yun nga. Actually, kapag nakita ko na yung pag nahanap ko na yung momentum ko, umaabot ako ng 3 hours straight working na hindi ako
Ooh.
napapagod. Oo,
Okay.
hindi talaga napapagod na although may eye strain, pero physical tiredness for me is madali siyang mawala eh. Pero yung
Oh,
mental emotional tiredness yung mahirap ma-combat. So, yun nga, going back to the technique that I use, di ko alam kung mapapatent ko. Kailangan ko ipatent. Pero, ayun nga, finding my moment. Kasi, mas nagiging ako doon. Nagiging exponential ang productivity.
as a teacher, sir, what would you say would be the best traits or characteristics of a teacher?
Siguro, di ba sabi, you have to be uh, a very great teacher na in terms of how you uh, how you influence them na
Mm-hmm.
after this subject, ano yung maiiwan nila sa'yo, ano yung memories, ano yung greatest learnings, and ganyan. Being a young professional in teaching, I can't say na marami na akong nagawang ganun. Pero I don't want to proclaim na I am an inspirational kind of teacher. But if I did something na naalala nila ako na, Sir Sam taught this, Sir Sam said this one, I'm thankful for that na lang. Parang, at least I did something na very effective para makuha nila yung kanilang dreams. And yun nga, yung ambition nila maating.
Yes.
So, going back to the trait, siguro be unique. And
Being unique.
if there's a unique, pag sinabi unique na parang you do not placers or you do not blend, but you make yourself stand out na what makes this teacher unique. So
Ah,
gagawa ka ng paraan mo para maalala ka na
ah,
dito kami naka-experience ng ganito, and we enjoyed it so much.
mm,
Also yung level of humor. Kasi ako bilang student, ayoko ng teacher na one note. One note. Parang
mm,
flat. Hindi, ayoko nun. So, by adding humor, parang you kind of twist the pacing of discussion to the point na you get there what the students need. So with a little bit of humor is good. And
yes.
and of course, so unique, being humorous, and tapos sometimes 'di ba mahirap maging firm, lalo na kapag sa mga situations na yung student kailangan ng ganito, kailangan bumawi kasi
Yes.
babagsak ganyan, 'di ba? You really need to give a chance. So bilang teacher, uh, bukod sa pagiging firm, dapat maging rational din. So when I say rational, yung
With
mga
reason.
decisions with reasons, and dapat justified ang action. Kasi kahit naman sabihin natin na ganito yung rule, ganyan, we cannot change the rule. But with being
Mm,
rational, and ayun nga, bilang nagtuturo na rin ako sa school ko ngayon kung saan ako graduate, being compassionate, ayan, kasi um, we don't know kung ano yung buhay ng isang student outside the school.
yes.
So, ayun lang, parang maging rin tayo, maging human din tayo, bukod
Yeah.
sa pagiging teacher na, of course, the students look up to us.
Yeah.
So, uh, when we view students, we view them like us na humans din.
Yeah.
So, applying compassion, compassion, ayan,
Yeah.
with
Oh,
rational
so
thinking,
having
'di ba?
empathy for the other students.
Exactly, empathy.
Okay.
Also, a last thing I think
Mm-hmm.
na pwede kong masabi is eto ano to ha, hindi na siya sa teaching but
Okay.
know yourself
Mm.
or discover more. If you know already who you are, I think in every day na nagtuturo ka, baka may ma-discover ka na ito yung bagay na hindi ko pa pala alam na meron ako, or parang I think I need to work on this something. So being a teacher, don't see yourself as perfect, but see yourself as a student pa rin na maraming pang room for learning and
Yeah.
improvement, and be vulnerable.
Okay.
Ayan, be vulnerable. Kasi ako, I and also, ayun nga, vulnerable. And kasi nga dati, nung first months ko sa teaching, sa una kong school na tinuturuan, I was kind of naive. Lalo na kapag taking criticisms, no? Kapag sinabi, sir, ganito, ganyan. Wag ganito, wag ganyan. Dapat ganito, dapat ganyan. So, medyo, ano na lang, nagiging emotional lang ako, and kind of immature how to deal with those things. So, I myself bilang emotional na tao, I have to keep in mind din na I'm also vulnerable, and I have the decision how to take those things.
Okay.
So kailangan talaga natin magkaroon ng uh, maturity and vulnerability, kasi
Mm.
uh, yung vulnerability, isa yan sa mga quality ng isang strong person, yung vulnerable sila. Kasi kapag pinapakita mo lagi na strong ka, na hindi ka patitinag, na you are really a firm person, parang where's the humanity there? Parang you don't allow yourself to be broken, 'di
Okay.
ba?
Okay.
Parang lagi kang strong, na deep inside you have these cuts in your heart na ikaw sa sarili mo nasasaktan ka at the end of the day. So kapag vulnerable ka, you allow yourself to hurt, to be hurt, to be hurt, and to heal at the same time. So para
Okay.
magkaroon ka ng improvement din, not
Okay.
just for yourself but also as a whole, kung ano yung perception sa ng tao din. So social improvement din yun kapag vulnerable ka.
So, like, vulnerability is a
Yes.
catalyst for change, parang ganon.
Exactly, yes. Vulnerability. Tama yun. It is a catalyst for change. And
Okay.
and maganda yun na you also teach students how to be vulnerable din. Kasi
Okay.
in our life, uh, may darating talaga sa point na we we sometimes ano talaga parang lose everything, stop everything. So kapag alam mo na you are breakable, you know how to fix the
Yes.
things that needs to be fixed.
Okay.
Ayun.
Okay. Sir, how are you coping with the educational system right now? With the new
Oh, okay.
system?
Actually, di na bago sa akin yung online learning, kasi 'di ba sa FEU Alabang, we have
Yes.
this blended learning
Mhm.
system na the students only attend the school
Three
thrice a week,
times.
and then yung
Yes.
twice a week spent on online learning. So you have still 2 days of rest, Saturday, Sunday, or whatever anong schedule ka ang rest mo. So yung natutunan ko sa FEU Alabang as teacher that can manage and facilitate online class learning. Na-apply ko siya ngayon sa pandemic na 100% na online
Oh,
learning talaga kami sa PLM. And we although we use different learning management system, kasi yung FE is Canvas, ang
yes.
PLM ay Microsoft Teams. At least hindi
Oh,
na ako nahirapan masyado yung mga tweaks and things na kailangang i-set up sa learning management system. So, going back to your question, um, hindi na ako masyadong, of course, bilang young educator, hindi na rin bago sa akin yung ganyan. And madali na lang ma-deliver yung mga bagay na kailangang i-discuss. So kapag may chance, kasi may mga rules pa din eh. Sa school na rin na kailangan ganito yung way of teaching, ganito ganyan. Meron kaming recording ng mga lessons na
Mm-hmm.
every asynchronous pwedeng i-view ng students or sorry, during synchronous pwedeng i-view ng students. So, kapag may chance na I can record myself teaching it, as much as possible, dinadagdagan ko ng additional information that's still relevant para
Okay.
rin hindi lugi yung students na
Yes.
ay hindi na nga nagtuturo si sir ng actual online class learning, bitin pa kami sa ano. So one way of improving or one way of enhancing students learning is you incorporate as much as possible yung mga relevant na bagay na kailangan nilang marinig and kailangan
Yes.
makita, kailangan matutunan. And um, I also am a self-proclaimed minimalist. So,
Oh.
not just aesthetics wise, pero
Mm-hmm.
sa teaching din, I tend to become a minimalist. Paano minimalist? Um, Ayokong mag-overload ng mga gagawin. Kasi dati,
Okay.
nung di ko pa na-discover ang minimalism, hanggang may kailangang ipagawa sa students, ipapagawa mo talaga para marami kang
Okay.
ma-record, para yung grade hindi siya parang kung ba may variation pa rin para
Okay.
hindi lugi yung students sa grade. Pero sa minimalism, kapag konti lang yung ipagpagawa mo, of course, konti lang din yung stress mo sa checking, pero on top of it, kapag konti lang ang ipapagawa ko, make sure na worth it talaga yun na gawin ng bata. Kasi ma-force talaga yung bata to do it. Kasi
Okay.
isipin ng student na we only have 5 activities the entire semester. Kapag hindi ko binigay yung shot ko sa first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, by 6, wala na akong chance. Kasi ito lang yung limit ng activities. So, I myself, then, uh, ayoko rin masyadong maraming ginagawang checking. Kasi nga, di ba, ang learning is not just presented or can be assessed through writing, di ba? Through writing or
Yes.
through quiz. Makikita mo na lang yung development ng student kapag graduate na sila or kapag
Mm.
ano na yung contribution nila sa
Yes,
society.
when they're already applying the lessons that they have learned.
Exactly. So yung kumbaga in a form of assessment na lang din, kung konti lang ako magpa-assignment or quiz, talaga, mabigat talaga yung equivalent nun. Kumbaga, it is worth it na gawin and to accomplish. Yan. Kasi,
Okay.
parang ayoko din ma-overload ng gagawin. So,
Yes, yes.
unless may mga subjects na lab, for example, laboratory, sa isang subject na handle ko last semester, ang lab activities umabot ng 20.
Oh.
So, ayun. So, I have this I have this intervention na instead of making students bombarded, parang I led them the way of managing their time
Mm-hmm.
to kasi kailangan talaga siyang ma-achieve yung mga activities na yun kasi laboratory subject. So hindi naman siya pure lecture. So for you to learn as a student, you really need to do the activity. So
Yes.
gagawin ko, I will modify some things sa laboratory but still meets the objective of the activity.
Okay,
So
okay.
being minimal, you should allow the students to learn more. Kasi 'di ba sabi less is more. So
Yes, yes.
I apply that to my way of teaching. Less less activities but more learning.
Yes.
Ganun ang ano ko ngayon. Take ko ngayon. Simula nung nag-start ako magturo sa PLN.
Okay, okay. Sir, before we get out of the academic topics, what would
Mm-mm.
you say, what would be your advice for students who still doesn't know their passion? Because I know a lot of my peers doesn't still know their passion in life. So, what could you
Mm-mm.
say about that?
Yes. Okay. Ano yan eh. Hindi yan one straight road if you want to find your passion. Marami yang U-turns, marami yang skyways, marami yang boulevards and alleys, pavements, isa pa
Yes.
yan. So, ano yan? Uh, you ano lang, you find your own Goldilocks zone. You know the Goldilocks zone,
Yes,
diba?
yes.
That's the zone where
What's
most
perfect for
fit,
you?
yes, most fit and most productive in your case. So, ano lang yan, and don't rush in finding your passion kasi you will shine through kapag oras mo. When it's your time, you'll just shine through. Tapos, bilang ano din, young student na hindi pa nila alam yung passion nila, wag ka rin ma-pressure and bigla na lang yan lalabas na yung habit mo, kung saan nanggagaling yung habit mo, dun ka dadalhin ng passion na
Yes.
kailangan mo or na
Yes.
hinahanap mo. Yun talaga, yung habit mo, everyday
Habits.
habit, ano ba yun?
Okay,
Mm.
okay.
Not just yung habit na like physical habit, everyday habit na ginagawa like pagligo, pagkain, 'di ba? Ano din, yung way of thinking and the socializing, ayan. Mga
Yes.
different aspects in life. Yung habits mo in every aspect, doon ka dadalhin. So
Yes.
don't rush. There's a lot of time. We're young. I'm only 23. And yung mga colleagues ko nasa 29, 30, 31.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
who knows, 'di ba? Baka pagdating ko ng 25, maging flight attendant ako bigla.
Okay,
or,
okay.
or maging isang full-fledged drag queen at the age 40, 'di ba? So who knows, 'di
Okay.
ba? Ano talaga 'yan? It's a matter of time and also discovering more out of the box.
Okay,
Ayan.
okay. Okay.
Yun lang. So, ayan.
Okay. Okay. Uh, ayun lang, sir. That's all naman.
Thank you so much.
So let's wrap it up, sir.
Sure.
Okay, okay. So thank you, sir, for your time and for sharing your views about a lot of things.
Thank you, Edwin.
So for those who wants to look at Mr. Sam's IG for plants,
Yeah.
uh,
And
uh,
also, i-ano ko na rin, i-plug ko na rin yung AXA Philippines. That's the company I work for life insurance and investments. So if they're interested in getting a plan that suits them, just message me. Ano na lang
yes, I'll
sa
put the link below in the description
uh,
box. Yes, yes. Okay.
where they can
Approach
approach
you.
me or
Yes, yes.
pwedeng through Facebook Messenger or email or anything that
Yes, yes.
works.
Okay. So thank you guys and I hope that you have a great day ahead.
Thank you. Bye bye.